I am Sulalita Mahanta and today I am going to discuss about the learning difficulties. So the first question is, what is learning difficulties? Learning difficulties means a disorder that affects ability to acquire and use academic skills such as reading and calculating. We can also consider LSRW means listening, speaking, reading and writing. If a child is not able to speak clearly, listen carefully and reading and writing, then a child have a learning difficulties. Then what are the learning difficulties means we understand. If a child have learning difficulties, it means it have a neurological difference, it can be diverse manifestation and it can be individualized support. Neurological difference means the difficulties are neurological difference that impact how the brain process information. Then the diverse manifestation means learning difficulties can manifest in various ways affecting areas like reading, writing, math and attention. If a child have an individualized support, it means student with learning disabilities or disabilities require trailer support and accommodation to help them succeed. There are mainly different types of learning difficulties are there, but the main difficulties are dyslexia, dysgraphia and dyscalculia. Dyslexia means reading disorder, dysgraphia means writing disorder and dyscalculia means calculation or mathematical disorder. There are also so many disorders are there like ADHD and autism. So, what are the impact of learning difficulties on child's academic performance? There are many impact in academic performance, like reducing comprehension means a child is not able to understand and solve the problem, and he or she not able to read and write any question and solve any problem. Then academic frustration, when a child is not able to do a work repeatedly, he or she can be frustrated. Then lower grades and test score, when a child is have maybe some learning disabilities like reading disorder, means he or she not able to recall and recognize the answer, so he or she can grade low score or less mark in exam, that affect the academic performance of a learning difficulties child. Then we have some challenges faced by students with learning difficulties. Challenges like the social stigma. Social stigma can means a student with learning difficulties may experience social stigma and feeling of isolation. Means a child may not be have some friend or maybe distraction with the peer. Then low self esteem, when a child is negative comments and not able to involve in each and every activities in a school or classroom and the society, then a child is demotivated and self low confidence feel, that's why it leads to the low self esteem. Then the anxiety and depression, if a child is continuously not able to do a work, then he or can see lead to be anxiety or depression. Then what are the accommodation or the modification that need a classroom for a learning difficulties child? Must be a teacher have assertive technology that help a learning difficulty student to involve in the classroom, and that can be the classroom is inclusive classroom. Then differential instruction, a teacher must a differential instruction like a different types of study materials TLM for the different types of learning difficulty students to learn carefully, actively and get knowledge. Then extended time, a teacher must have a time or must be give some extra time for learning disability student to get enhanced and to get knowledge, and they can be work good in a future and develop themselves. Then the smaller class size, a teacher must have smaller class size because in large class size teacher will not be able to focus on a particular student, those who have learning difficulties. If a classroom size is small, then the teacher attention is more than larger classroom. That is all for today's. After next we will discuss about some of the effect strategies that was teacher will use and some advantages and disadvantages of this concept. Thank you. If any doubt you can ask in the comment.